Tryna beat life cause I can't cheat death. 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 Tryna beat life cause I can't cheat death.
I did 17 years, homie. Real tears on these words, homie. Hitting staple baloney push-ups and hella top rhyming, hella notebooks with all my rhymes. It's like a map book from where I started. Ciphering, trying to be the hardest on the yard. Some of the hardest rappers got a never day. We'll never hurt they mama, we'll never see they say. I feel blessed, so I rock with my loved ones. I left behind good count times and cold lunch. Yeah, mama, I'm on one. I'm free, ain't no words of expressions. See my smile, that's real, no fake shit. You would too if you seen that the moves was basic. Game made, heartbreak kid. Living in reality, mid-30 with some kid shit. Damn. They like 50 in they clip or better. Boy.
Tryna beat life cause I can't cheat death. 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 Tryna beat life cause I can't cheat death.
Death. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm gonna be straight up with y'all. If I don't go get this charger, this live is gonna be death. Did this motherfucker Sex 1000 say you scared of me? Essay? You must not know me. Definitely. Alright. We in that shit. Cool kid. I want you to know. I see you. We got people that are somewhat like you around in Dirty Nation, around these here parts. And they go by the name of End Zone and Sin Cal. And they be everywhere. Oh yeah, no, excuse me. I'm gonna say End Zone and CB420. Yes. They be everywhere. And I bet you that you've been many places with CB420 and End Zone. Yes. So if you didn't know, they Dirty Nation born. Ian Moore, what's happening with my guy, man? It's been a while, man. It's been a while. Herb Dizelle, Scholar, what's happening? Moonbeam, you already know. Skills from New Orleans said, if not us, then who? I don't even know what that means. Maybe I got so high I made a live and forgot what I titled it or something. That shit happens. That's real life shit. Fronto King. So like when you buy the leaf, like I'm used to backwoods and shit, and I was one of the last ones to convert. You see how many blunts do you think this is? Like with this big ass leaf here. This a lot of blunts out this little bitty package. Anyhow. Ian said that's a big ass leaf. You motherfucker right. Nigga. I was surprised when I opened that thing up. I was surprised. Damn. I need to roll this up, but I need to remember what I was about to talk about because I promise you, my rhetoric was profound. My rhetoric was profound. And I've been trying to tell this rhetoric without seeming like a clout chaser for those that had issues with dirty for that. But I'm gonna tell you something. Me personally, I am a understander of energy. I'm an understander of energy. So if you got bad energy or negative energy, there's a good chance I'm gonna feel you. I should have felt the motherfucking towel from my forehead when I came out here, acting like these Sacramento streets ain't hot. What's happening, Towel? Move. So therefore, I'm a filler of energy. You used to have to kind of have to be to make it in a pen. You do, Ian. You do. But I'm a master of energy. Like you can feel when somebody is for you or when somebody is against you, when somebody is a team member, and when somebody is a team hater. What the fuck is a team hater? Somebody that act like they for your cause, all in your face, but they not really with the functions. A team hater. I promise you. Motherfuckers look at me like, dirt. You got 10,000 subscribers. What you doing this same ass shit you been doing? Simple explanation. YouTube decided they didn't want to pay me for my contribution. So I lessened my effort. Shit, that's what it is. I lessened my efforts because they decided they didn't want to look out for me and monetize my channel. We are composed of 100% energy. The catch. Use it wisely or stand clear of negative energy. It can become the onset of demise. Boy, this boy said, boy. Hey, Skills from New Orleans. I'm going to post the link later. Would you be willing to come on? I would love to have a conversation with you, just a general conversation. You roll up some of that good New Orleans gas, and I roll up some of my Cali gas, and we just sit and talk. I promise you, you strike me as that type of person. Matt said, Ian in the softball game. Yeah, that was something else. That was something else. I promise you. That's the only time in the history of nigga them I seen a ball hit to the outfield, and the person just looks and watches it fly over their head. Like, what the fuck am I? He hit the ball hard. What the fuck am I supposed to do? Like, it's already going over my head. So, like, what you want me to run and go get it? Like, I don't know. Like, he hit the ball pretty damn hard. That's that. Matt, you was there. You gonna sit here and tell me that Ian didn't watch the ball fly over his head before he made a play? He said I was high. Yeah, you was high, all right. We should have traded your high ass to somebody on old Nate's team. Hey, but you know what though? It still was all for good times, because all that meant was that the second game, did it look like we was doing any type of plan with the kennel? Did we look like we was doing any type of plan with the kennel? Like, it wasn't even fair no more. Before the game was over, we came for blood. I don't know what the kennel came for, but we came for blood. But it was fun though, for sure. Riverside La Sierra. Que pasó? Hey, I did get a home run. I don't remember you hitting no home run. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. If you got a home run, that's because we gave it to you. That's my story. We had 805 Fred pitching, so that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. You didn't get a home run. Matt Monbane, did he get a home run? And I forgot about it. Didn't hit one, but ran one. Oh, so you saying you got to home base? Oh, you scored. I got it. You made it seem like you hit a home run and scored from first to home. From first to home. Skills from New Orleans said definitely as soon as I can get on break. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. I think Jeff Molina only one with a home run. Hey, Matt, is you gonna go to the complex this weekend? Jeff coming to town. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Clearly, yeah, Jeff is the only one with a home run. Like, if there was a fence, yeah, that motherfucker was clearly over the fence. Hands down, take your trot. Matter of fact, I really want this live to be about the Dirty Nation, and I want y'all to come on. So don't come on and don't be on forever, but I'm just saying, come on, man. If you're part of the Dirty Nation, drop a cash app, drop a super chat, or come on and drop your presence. Even if it's just to say what's up. I'm not out here sweating for nothing. You see this shit? That's sweat. That's sweat. How you don't hit a home run but run one? I must have been exactly right. Like, somebody said we need a pinch runner, and you went on and was a pinch runner and scored. Listen, Moonbeam. Maybe I need to get back to one. Maybe I need to get back to my rant. That's what it is. I did cut my rant short, but I know right where to jump back in. Christian Luciano. All right, so let me get jiggy with it and get back into my motherfucking rant. A lot of people from Southern California, they are at awe that somebody from Sacramento would pay homage to somebody from Southern California. So this is what my rant is about. Understanding what is different about Dirty that he would do that. Because the average person from Sacramento would not do that. The average person. And do not look at this as a narcissistic rant. But it is, in a sense. So when I first hit the pen at 18 years old, I understood that it didn't matter where you was from. If you was older than me and you had knowledge, you owed it to me to teach me. I don't care if you're from the Bay, you from Harlem, you from Long Beach, you from Dago, you from LA, you from Stockton, didn't matter. I'm the youngest, I'm one of the youngest niggas on the yard. Hands down. Salinas Valley, one of the most violent prisons when I first came. Y'all hear these police, right? That means somebody that got shot in my neighborhood. That's something. I wish it was a different stage in my life and where I'm at. But the truth of the matter is, everything that goes on in the hood, I feel it. But back to it, though. I wasn't one of them niggas that said, because I'm in prison, the only knowledge that I'm entitled to is the knowledge that comes from people from Sacramento. That's bullshit. 100%. I knew that without my homies telling me. Because when I first hit the yard, I was in the cell with Pond from Fadu's Bishops. And that would lasted for 2 days, I think a night and a day or whatever. And then the homies got me moved over to the other building. I was in the cell with Papa from 6 Deuce Diamond Crib in Fresno. And that lasted for a couple of days. And then I moved downstairs with Emotional Ass Sally. Y'all know who Emotional Ass Sally is. Oh, shit, man. I ain't talked about him a lot. So the thing about it is when you get into it with somebody, it might not always come to fisticuffs, but it definitely comes to a meeting of the minds. And when you a blood from Sacramento and you got bloods from LA, it got to come to a meeting of the minds because as bloods, we're not supposed to get into it with each other. So the thing is, if you're from Sacramento, a lot of people from LA looked at Sacramento like we wasn't worthy of certain stuff. We wasn't worthy. This is crazy. I know it's not raining. It is really raining. As hot as it is. That's amazing. Anyhow, but LA Bloods looked at Sacramento Bloods in a certain regards. We had to fight for what we determined as normalcy. Because there's some people that really fuck with LA Bloods from Sacramento. Like me, I chose to understand what they was going through, their upbringings, and all that. And when you put in work in the pen the right way, it's worth something. It's worth something, especially like to up north. Stripes is stripes, but they don't value the stripes like people from LA do. Like if I put in work, I got a stripe for that. That's worth something. Like that means that nigga is gonna go crazy and he gonna defend his crown. That stripes is worth something, especially to people from LA. That means that you put in work for something that you felt worthy of being having work put in for. Like you did that. That is a crown. So the thing is, when you do this, putting in work and getting this stripe, you might think you're doing it for your city, but there's other people that's watching that's not from your city that's on this yard. Excuse me. There's people that are not from your city as you put in this work that's sitting back and watching like that's a young writer right there. I was one of them. That was me. So when I got the phone call from T-Dog today, T-Dog did 38 years. I spoke on it earlier. T-Dog did 38 years, but he called me because he was moved by what I did for Esbo. T-Dog from Main Street, 38 years. But T-Dog can call me personally. He got my real number. So when you ask what I do it for, I do it for when I get phone calls from people from LA, originally from LA, from 30s, Main Street, 60, that's calling me and like, man, you know, I've been fucking with you for a while, man. I appreciate that shit. That's some real nigga shit. And you, of all people, like if somebody questions you, I would say, nigga, that nigga is the same nigga he been from the day I met him. I promise you. It's people that in my phone on my contact list that I ain't heard from in months, some of them years, hit me up. Blood, Damu. If you's the Damu, is you from Six Deuce? If you the Damu from back then, on Bloods, I send my salute to you. I told a story about you, Blood. If that's you, nigga, I only know one Damu. Well, I know a few, but if you said Salinas, and it was only one Damu in Salinas, and we talk about Damu that was on B Yard and was looking out for all the homies. Back when Rico from IE and John was Sellies. If you that Damu, was bracking, Blood, I ain't Blood. I owe you a lot of things. And I'm gonna give it to you on this live, nigga. I'm a real believer in giving niggas flowers while they here. If this is you. Papa Squally, yo homie. I don't know if Papa Squally's still alive. Did something happen to like your daughter or your son? Like, did they get killed? Well, if you don't mind me. Damoon, okay, so no, I'm a Keyway from IE, Rico, my homie. A Keyway named Damu. That's something. That's something. I ain't gonna lie, Dalmu. That's something. And technically, there's no way to get around that. We was there together. So I was on D Yard with Rico, Swiss, Mystery, Ben, and then I was also on B Yard when Rico, Swiss, Ben, and like 5 other cats from IE got into it with the LA Bloods. My hood name is Big Chano One. That wouldn't I ain't gonna lie, Big Chano, that don't really stand out, but I promise you, like the IEs back then, like it wasn't that many of y'all. So y'all had to be about it. Y'all had to be about it. 16 to life, that's an IE nigga right there. I don't know if you tap into his channel or not, but 16 to life, that's an IE nigga right there. All them came to DR and I was there. On DR. Wait, Chano, do you wear glasses? Was you in a 5 building? I was upstairs with Money Mike. And Rico was in 5 building too. And then he transferred out. But Mystery was in 5 building. You remember Mystery? You heard anything about the Lancaster State Prison? Uh Lancaster wide open. I'll say that. At one point, Lancaster was so wide open that the feds had to come in and regain control of that motherfucker because it was wide open. It's a lot of black COs there because you got a lot of COs that's like from LA and the desert, that area around. So as far as like if you want to get your money or just, live in that motherfucker, coon in that motherfucker, yeah, Lancaster ain't too bad. We was all in 6 building. Mystery, my young homie. Okay, Damu, watch this. I said 5 building, but I really meant 6 building. Because 5 building is the first building, 6 building is the second building, and they share the kitchen. And I worked in the kitchen. And I used to live in A section, upper A section with Money Mike. And Mystery was my neighbor. So here's how you'll know who I am. I was in a section with my nigga Shoe Baby. On blood, Shoe Baby. This nigga sick nigga Brims. 5'9" Brims. Smart nigga. Well, I ended up catching back up with Shoe Baby in Old Folsom though. But anyhow though, Money Mike was the homie for sure. Money Mike was my celly. I was in a section with Shoe Baby. Let me see. I want to say Shoe Baby was downstairs. Was Monster from Long Beach down there by you? With Nook? Let's see. We was all in 6 building. Okay. Do you remember a nigga named Evil from Lincoln Park, Piru? But he used to be in he used to be in IE though, to the point where when he had a problem with Money Mike, he was like, I need my issue. Me and Rod D from Compton. Roddy. Damn, that sound familiar. You remember Lil Kiko from East Coast? Oh, Mad. You talking about Mad Ball. No, Mad Bob. Yeah, I remember them niggas got my homie up off the yard. Niggas Shoe Baby, Mad Bob, Tone Bone, and the homie Bub from the Heights. They got rid of Chaos. But guess what? If you've been following my stories, Chaos is emotional ass up. That's them niggas, Mad Bob, Tone Bone, Shoe Baby, and Bub. They packed that nigga out fresh off a visit. Them niggas waited till I was in the hole for some other shit. I was trying to tell you, Damu, the nigga from Evil, I'm the one that took off on him. I handed him the Quran because he was trying to fight Money Mike, but I wasn't. I mean, shit, we was supposed to jump the nigga, and the IEs y'all was telling us like if we touch that nigga, it's on. So we already knew. So we both still fuck it. We did the cell move. I gave that nigga the Quran. As soon as he grabbed it, I got on that nigga shit. That nigga almost threw me off the tier. Like, Damu, that nigga grabbed me. I hit that nigga boot. That nigga wrapped me around the waist, picked me up, and set me on the rail on the top tier and was trying to push me off. And I was falling back, too, on everything. I had one of my foot slipped, and then the other foot was about to slip, and they sprayed them. When they sprayed them, nigga, I shimmy from that shit and got to getting on them some more, and they pepper sprayed the dog shit up out of them. The dog shit. I remember when that nigga came around the corner, and we had asked the homie like, how big is he? And the homie Chill, you remember Chill? He was like, yeah, man, he ain't that big. I'm talking about Chill from 456. That nigga said he ain't that big. That nigga came around the corner like this. That nigga was. Me and Money Mike looked at each other like, blood, we're going to have to jump this nigga. So we already had the riot with the Crips. We already had that. They wanted to get at me and Money Mike because me and Money Mike was the only ones doing the stabbing in that riot. So while we already getting kites from the Crips that's mad at us, we also was into it with the IEs at the same time. Like, that was a rough time, I promise you. And just to add to it, Damu, just because you was there, so you know how serious this shit was. Me and Money Mike had to come to an agreement because we knew that they about to open these doors, and it is 3 cells of IE niggas all the way to the right. And that's the only way if we go to the left, we're going to be looking like some bitches. So we're going to have to just salve out. And I had a curl. I had like a perm curl. Like I would put the curling solution and my shit was banging. But I promise you, I was going to boil some of that shit, boil it. And then when we come out the cell, nigga, I was about to hit Mystery all in his face. Him and Ben. Nigga, they was going to be the first ones to catch this curling solution that I boiled in the face. And then me and my celly was just going to stab it out all the way to the bottom stairs. Like, if motherfuckers ain't lived that type of life, that's why I be laughing about shit. Because IE niggas is no punks. IE niggas was no punks. And here's the part that every time on this channel that I told the story about when when the LA Bloods took off on the IEs because of Rico and Bosco. Every time I tell that story, there's one point that always gets overlooked. And that's the fact that it was Bloods and Crips from IE that got attacked by the LA Bloods. So there was no difference. The IE Bloods and Crips was together, and they showed that and stood in solidarity. And that's it to me, that set the example for cities that originally their politics is that we function Bloods and Crips together. Dago was a city like that. Stockton was a city like that. Sac was a city like that. And IE was a city like that. Fresno, they was wild cards because the LA influence was real heavy. And so a lot of times Stockton's fell in with the NC car, which was the Northern Crib car. Whack Deuce, what it do with Scary? I sent mine for the show. Damu, I remember Chill from 456 for sure. Smoke Dog, facts. I was 3 cells down for Mystery, next door to my homie Swiss and KB on everything. Then we was there together. Because KB was one of the people that was okay. So let me tell you about KB. KB was on BR with me and he was one of the ones that got took off on by the LA Bloods. But KB was also one of the people when the LA Bloods on C Yard, this yard that we talk so much about right now, Salinas Valley, where the blacks got into it with the essays. KB was with the Bounty Hunters because of Four Finger Dave when they stabbed all my homies up. They stabbed the homies up. I promise you. They made worker sack homies that day. But KB was also on DR. So I know exactly who you're talking about. Rico was on DR too. Because when they was on BR, that shit happened. Remember, Rico was in the cell with John Gotti. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. Y'all hear them police sirens? I'm telling you, that's just normal program in Del Paso Heights. The IE car always did that thing. We got into it with the IE car in Lancaster in 01. Yeah, man. Hey, look. I listen to the cars that I named that. See, Dago is a little different, but there are prisons that the Dago car used to function as the Dago car. Whack, you know that. And they was a force. Well, IE functioned Bloods and Crips together. SAC functioned Bloods and Crips that function the old school way against everybody. Stockton, depending on where they at, they function the same way. Bloods and Crips together. They got cliques with Bloods and Crips. Flyboys is Bloods and Crips. Memphis got handled by the punk. Memphis was the gambling nigga. Memphis was the gambling nigga, right? I'm trying to think of the punk we talking about. I remember about Buchu. Yeah, you got the homies who run 619. Then you got homies who run SDC. But at the end of the day, like the same pride people from Sacramento feel when they with people from Sacramento and you in a faraway place, Dago was like that too. Dago was like that too. That's why it's 91619. Cause I remember when I was on the East Coast roaming like a nomad, I found that Charlotte was the closest thing to home on the East Coast when it came to Sacramento, being from Sac. couldn't come back home because I'm on the run, so I gotta stay out there. So I gotta see what it's like. So Charlotte was just like Sacramento. We don't fuck with dumb movies, so that's it. See, I remember, I remember Young by the Way. Like he told us some moving ass, passionate shit. Like all his dead homies is by way of them. So what could you tell?
Oh man, the dirtiest of the weather. What's up?
Hey man, is you about to stretch my brain?
No, I'm good. I'm tired of shit, bro. How you doing, bro?
Man, I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. It's been a while, man. How you been?
Working, man. Working my man. It's hot as fuck here. What's it like out there?
Hot as fuck.
So I'll be like,
I'm sitting there sweating live, regretting not bringing a towel out here. And I know I got to get up and turn the light on because I'm looking like all head. I punked the yard for a minute and sailed up with Memphis. And out of nowhere, got an issue for one day.
Come on, Wack.
I'm trying to hop on, bro. All right, go to the link.
Do it. Yeah, man, I'm a mechanic, right? Damn, cat. Get out of here. Come on.
Hey, Ian.
What, cat? Sorry, bro. Cat harassment. My bad. Well, what's up?
Bump Capone said, "What's going on here?"
Cat, come on. But I be doing mechanical work, right? I'm a mechanic, and I be outside in the heat all day, bro. I just be barely trying to freaking come. I come home and go to sleep. I don't even really be doing that no more.
All right. So what's the title of this live? I'm so high, I forgot what the title of this live was.
I don't remember either.
It's something about California. Somebody enlighten me, because Ian, you came on. I know you didn't came on. Tell me about your work, and I know you are.
I'm trying to catch up with you, bro.
Nah, hell no. Nah. You was a California historian.
Oh, I don't know. I know the air be different out there though. I know that for a fact. I tell you, when I got off the plane, I was like, "Damn, that shit, air really is different out here, bro." I don't know. I know that much.
The name of this live, I'm hearing my echo and everything on your side. Damn, yeah. Yes. Yes.
Hold on, I think I got it. Do I have to close YouTube?
Yes.
All right. But I'm on YouTube.
Damn, I ain't even been here for an hour, so that means I still got some time to go.
I don't even have echo cancellation clicked.
Echo. Yep, well, shit. White Deuce, man, you always welcome to come on here. But I'm going to tell you what my goal was with this live. Like, my goal was to draw understanding why somebody from Sacramento would pay homage to somebody from LA. Because the comments is still coming. Like, why would we do that? So what I'm trying to do is show correlation from the other side, being on them sides of the walls and having understandings with people from other hoods, understanding that the California is a whole lot bigger than your hood and your city and your part of California. Because at any given time, everybody got to come together at the same time. So that was my thing. Like with that type of understanding, how could you not take action when gangbanging is the era that you grew up in? How could you not take action and with all honesty? It ain't about a color or nothing like that. It's about some real nigga shit, as we say. Bum Capone. Oh no, what you were seeing is the Dirty Nation, man. The Dirty Nation is a conglomerate of a lot of people. A lot of people. Ian is a part of the kennel, but he was with the Dirty Nation first. That's my story. Ian, you have anything to say for yourself? I
Hey,
just called you out.
hey. It's all about who you're friends with first, right?
I just called you out, damn it.
It's all about who you're friends with first, right?
Okay, well, was you a part of the Dirty Nation first? Yes or no?
No.
Okay, that's a bunch of horse shit.
I know, it probably is. I'll tell you this much though. I remember the first time I ever seen anybody do a interview, right? It was a couple people. I can't remember. It was like I think it was Fresh Out. I can't remember. I think it was you on Fresh Out probably, and a couple other people. And then of course I seen Nate's interview, and I was like, damn, this motherfucker crazy as hell. And then for some reason I just started hollering, started talking.
Man, I knew you was sick when you was like, you told me about my interview with my dad. I was like, shit, this motherfucker, he didn't be paying attention. He come on live and get to naming streets in my neighborhood. I'm like, shit, where you, is that you, Ian? Ian.
Well, I mean,
But you've been down from the start. And I just want you to know, I'm just fucking with you, but I just want you to know, like, I respect your presence.
I appreciate you, bro. And I like you were saying before about why people like you. You're always the same dude, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing though. If you're always yourself, when people accept you, you don't have to try. They already accepted you for you.
True that.
You know what I'm trying to say? Like, so when people aren't themselves, you know what I'm saying? It's like a lie. You gotta keep it up.
Man.
And that ain't never gonna last. You know what I'm saying? You're either accepted or you're not. And if you're not, you move on. I just don't get it.
What happens is people wait, they sit in the cuts and they wait for you to make a mistake. Or they wait for you to do something that's not like you. And
It's
then
not like you, right?
and then they back you in a corner and they ask you to defend yourself. And that's when it's determined what you made of. But the only thing is that once a person undergoes that, he's a monster after that, because you cannot throw nothing else at him, because he stood up under the hardest counsel. And me personally, I just stood up under the hardest counsel like 4 times.
Is that a DP?
Sometimes I've been DP, like physically, like I had to run laps and shit.
I don't mean physically, just
But I ain't never got a physical DP in the history of niggerdom.
I don't blame you.
I've ordered them, but I never got them. But at the same time, there's still stuff that
Wait, that's the one
I've done wrong or could have did different, that it's still a black eye. Like I should have had people knocked down that I should have had them knocked down and I didn't.
What about that DP on the stage? That didn't go out well for you, did it?
No, that's called Battle of the Bands.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, no. I'm giving you like the way to file it into a library. That's called the Battle of the Bands, where the person that I was just talking about, T-Dog, today, T-Dog did 38 years, but he was there when I first touched down as a pup, and he watched me grow up, and he was very moved by what happened with S-Bone, and then he was also moved by the backlash that I was getting, and he really wanted to come on here and be like, man, I vouch for this nigga Dirt. Like he's been the same person since I've known him, and he's known me since I hit that yard, that 18-year-old little kid.
What? Were you in the pen when you got your tattoo?
I was in a pen when I got all my tattoos.
You know which one I'm talking about?
Which one? The alien?
Nah,
Which
fearless.
one? Which one?
The fearless one.
Yeah, I got that on the first yard I was on. That's how you can separate them. Like, did you get that one on the first yard you was on or not? And so on the first yard, I got the fearless with that the alien mistake on that very first yard. Yeah, and I promise you, if your tattoo artist is a addict, don't give him the shit before, like if he tell you I just need to feel good. I just need to feel good while I'm doing it. Man, I fell for that dumb shit. And I got this alien on my back that, man, I promise you, people have paid me to see the motherfucker. It's so profound. That motherfucker say, I don't even want to talk about it. I'm getting emotional.
That's cool. It's cool, bro. It's cool. It's cool.
Ian, pat my back, man. Pat my back, man. For real, man. Like, shit. Motherfucker tattooed on my back and fucked me up. I've been fucked up. My back been fucked up since I was 19 years old. I promise you. I ain't one. I had many years where I was built nice. Like, I should have been walking around with no shirt off. Like, with my shirt off, showing my hubs and shit. But I had an alien on my back. So I stayed with a t-shirt on. That's some bullshit, man. I told you I was going to get emotional. You gotta pick me up, man. Pick me up, Ian.
That don't mean they want them hands. I promise you. That don't mean. Dirty Weather got them hands. I promise you. I promise you. People sleep on you, don't they?
Man.
They be sleeping.
Whack Dazzle.
What's up with the Dirt, man? What's going on with you?
What's up, my guy, man?
Whack Deuce. What happened?
Man. Hey, what's up, bro? How you doing, man? Another day, another dollar, right? Yeah. Hey, Dirt, I didn't know that, bro, I'm telling you, homie, like, you already know the situation, bro. I'm single dad and it, homie. So I hit and miss on YouTube, man. But I didn't know you. So what, motherfuckers is talking shit because you went out there to where S-Bone allegedly passed away at?
Man, hell yeah. They was talking shit. They was even saying I had something to do with it.
Oh my God, bro. Yeah, well, Elvis Presley's still alive too, so I don't know. Yeah, I mean, like that's dumb as fuck. But I actually, when you did that, homie, I was actually like, you know what I mean? That just shows what type of person Dirt is, you know what I mean? To where, even though we on different sides of the field, homie, we still in the field, homie. So and a lot, a lot of cats don't realize, homie, that up there on them 4 yards, especially them 180s, homie, that Damu and Keyway shit is really secondary, homie, to black. You know what I mean? So, that just shows the ignorance of the people, bro. That's all that is.
But I think they was caught up in the fact that I'm from Sacramento and he from LA. Like, it didn't make sense to them. And so my goal with this live was to try to draw correlation so they could understand the mind frame of somebody that will put all that shit, geography, all that, and to where it's more than just that he was another YouTuber. He was another gang member. And gang members they not dying, but the degree or the design of when they signed on is forever changing.
I'll say this much, right? After you've been through enough, it's not really like you have a comfort zone. It's like there is no such thing because you're able to stay calm, right? And it's just thing. And you just being like that and doing what you do makes people feel like they're out of their comfort zone. And that makes
me that's some real shit. Because I promise you,
it makes them question themselves. You know what I'm saying?
I promise you, like, I feel you on that. Because I was trying to understand, like, damn, how you come up with me doing that?
You're not allowed to break the rules. because it makes them feel like, wait, our rules are necessary, kind of thing. You know?
Man, I always been resorting back to Pox. What Pox said, rule number one, they're gonna hate you for whatever you do. You gonna hear me say that at least once every live, because I'm getting it from so many different angles.
Hey, and I only have one tattoo. I've had it since I was 17, and it's also what Pac said. You gotta stay true. You know what I'm saying?
Stay true.
You know what I'm saying?
Thug life, y'all know the rules. Gotta do what you gotta do. Stay true.
That's all the thug life is, right? Do what you gotta do, but stay true. It's not that complicated. I don't know why people want to complicate things.
I feel it. Shit, I feel it. That does seem like something that we would have did back in the 90s, though.
Well, yeah.
Get tattoos.
But at the same time,
I promise you, I got some homies running around here with Thug Life tatted on them.
I didn't want to get Thug Life tatted on me, but I wanted to get something from that. You know what I'm saying?
White Deuce, you got Thug Life on you?
Yeah, and you know, and just, you know, the crazy thing, Norteño did it. You know what I mean?
I'm telling you, the things we do as kids, as youngsters.
You know, hey, this is the thing, bro, about the whole situation with S-Ball. I kind of like looked at it the same way it was when Nip died, right? Where like you had people coming from everywhere to go over there to Slauson and Crenshaw, right? And even though, like, I'm not comparing S-Bone to Nipsey, you know what I mean? I'm not doing that at all. But what it is that you got so many people from so many different places that have had the opportunity to run across S-Bone on YouTube and see his interviews and all that. And once you see a motherfucker in the interview a couple times, you almost feel like you know that person. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like when he passed away, suddenly or whatever, you know what I mean? It was kind of like, you know what I mean? You kind of felt like, damn, you know what I mean? Because when I heard the news, you know, I had to take a quick 5 seconds and just put my head down and say a quick prayer, like, damn, you know what I mean? Like that's fucked up. Regardless of all the other outside noise about paperwork and I don't listen to that shit, bro. You know what I mean? I don't get like I'm not gonna prison politic on YouTube, bro. That's what I'm not finna do that. You know what I mean? And so, but just knowing, you know what I'm saying? Like I done listened to that dude's interviews. I done heard a little bit of his backstory. You know, it makes you kind of feel kind of bad. You know what I'm saying? Like
You invested your time into hearing what he had going on.
right, yes. You know what I mean? Yes.
Like, exactly. Like, okay, I got one for you there. This is one that I thought of the other day, right? So time, right? Right. In my opinion, it is the most valuable asset you got, right?
And you know, I feel that too.
So if time is the only thing that has any real worth, like what would you give to have one more day with somebody you miss, right? Like if time's the only thing that has real worth, then I invest a fortune in intrinsic value. Because everything I do is just to make, it makes me feel good about me and my situation. I don't do things for any other person per se, because I feel like my values, right, are solid enough that I can benefit everybody around me and still feel good about doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Just a thought,
You want to hear? I mean, I could add to that, and I could show you how I agree with your thought process, and that it's actually a marvel to see. But I'm gonna tell you, me going on 60 days in, that was 100% strategic play for everybody that ever took the time to watch Dirty or the Dirty Nation or any descendants of the Dirty Nation. All the time that they invested in the bakeries or invested in the times that it was only me on the screen and y'all in the comments. Well, if I make a big enough move, y'all know me to where I will create a piece of pie that everybody can eat from. And that's what we've been witnessing in the last 5, 6 days. When I did the video with S Bone, I didn't realize what I was doing. I didn't know until I look up and I see all these channels sharing my video. I would have preferred for all my loved ones that been with me through the struggle to be first in line to share them videos. I would have loved to have it like that. That would have been beautiful.
I've
But,
actually,
but you got people that, nah, man, I don't want nobody, I don't know. You got people taking my video and not even tagging me or telling me good looking or dirty weather on the journalism, top flight news. None of that good shit.
hey, the greatest flattery is imitation. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? When people steal, Jack beats when people, how you say, bite. That's the greatest form of flattery, bro.
True that. But I want to step past that, and I was like this pie that I was talking about, and I did it. I created a pie big enough for people that I know and everybody I fuck with, and even those I don't fuck with, to slice it up and get them a piece. And I know what the video I dropped made. So I know these motherfuckers that was getting way more views than me. I know what they made, or I know what they made off that video was nice. So I created a nice enough pie for everybody to get a slice. Shout out to Shop Talk. He picked up the ball, and we looked the other way, and that motherfucker Shop Talk was running up the sidelines.
Man,
Touchdown.
He
10
made
hour
shit,
lives
dude.
and shit. You feel me?
Touchdown. You know who else picked the motherfucking ball up and started running? No, he caught the sweep from a tight end position, caught the sweep out the right hand side and took it up the side. Nate Dogg. Shout out Nate Dogg. Caught the sweep and took that motherfucker. And he's scoring too.
I was gonna
And
say
everybody
more views finally.
say it again.
He's been getting more views finally.
Man, he caught the pass and hit the sideline.
Oh, man,
He
people
running up that motherfucker.
like time tells all truths. You know what I'm saying? Like, I swear, since y'all are actually legitimate in what you say, right? Just actually stay. See, it's the thing. It's not about who can run the fastest. It's about who can just stay in the race. You know what I'm trying to
It's
say?
about, but here's the thing: you got people
Just
can pick
staying
up the ball.
solid,
You
you
got
will.
people that can pick up the ball and don't know what the fuck to do with it once they pick it up. But you got some people that catch the pass or they pick up the fumble and they know right what to do with it. And then it's only for us to sit and watch and marvel as they do it.
That's
Yeah.
true.
No, hey, nobody fails to plan. Nobody plans to fail. They just fail to plan. You know what I mean?
Hell no.
That's true. I ain't never met a boxer that went in the ring expecting to lose.
What they say, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail, or if you plan to fail, you fail to plan. One of them motherfuckers.
Yeah, man. What'd you say?
I misremember here. You fail to plan, you plan to fail, or you
Hey,
fail
but
to
that's
plan.
right.
What?
It's right. And the thing is as well is but then again there's a special there's something special to keeping things organic as well, right?
That was the beauty of that video, is that it was organic. It
That
was like
that's kind
raw
of like what we're doing
shit.
right now. That shit's powerful, man, because you can't
But
fake
but
organic.
Ian, we've been doing this though.
But that's what I'm trying to say though. That doesn't mean everybody's gonna catch on instantly. You know what I'm saying?
I know, but
And then again,
I be
y'all
wanting
also aren't willing to sell out. Y'all won't talk about things y'all aren't supposed to talk about. Y'all won't do all these things.
that's
You know what I'm
true.
saying? And
That's
that's
true.
truthfully, that's the main reason. But guess what? It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? People are still going to catch on eventually.
I feel that, and I respect that, Ian. That's 100. I respect that.
A lot of people.
Because I can sit here and justify why YouTube is fucking with me and Nate Dogg in the fashion that they are, or I could just keep on moving and find a way.
Mob rules, but y'all aren't willing to feed the press. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, I mean, and And you
But,
know,
but you know what though? A lot of people around us are able to eat off our moves. And me going on 60 days in, watching Chop Talk is a testament of just that. Because there's star power with Dirty Weather 916 name now. Whether we acknowledge it or not, you guys know me. So you don't see me as the other people see me. Y'all know me. Y'all know Dirt from late nights with bottles of Bumpy. Like you know me. These other motherfuckers don't though.
but I was thinking about this in Whack. You'll understand this concept. Like people see these people talk about, this life, right,
Huh?
and to live that life, I mean, you took the risk of death, jail or doing life, right, and so not everybody can grasp the concept of just because I made it doesn't mean you will,
Right.
right, and so the fact that y'all are actually compassionate enough not to really want to say that to people. Does that make sense?
Yep.
It's the truth though. And so people can glorify it all day, but that just because you made it doesn't mean that they ever would or will.
We
And
don't even know. We barely understand what made
why
it
y'all did,
means.
you know
Like
what
we
I'm
don't
saying?
even understand what made it means. Here, look at. I mean,
I'm
to bring it.
alive. I mean
Nah,
just
let's bring it
alive.
home. Let me bring it home. I've been on Divorce Court, Steve Wilkos, 60 Days In, Big Hurt, 23 and 1, Jay Williams. I've been on all these Mitch Hard Intentions. I've been on the news 3 times, and I still feel like a regular competitor.
But bruh, when you were in that solitary confinement cell, you felt like less than nothing. You know what I'm saying? And that feeling right there is a feeling that nobody can understand unless they've been there. To feel like literally less than nothing in that moment.
Hell yeah, because then you would know I look forward to basketball and going outside and
I mean,
going out
like
and
people
doing
don't
my thing.
understand the gravity of feeling like you don't matter to anything or anybody in that moment, right? The Whack, explain it. Explain how you feel when you're in that moment.
Whack, hey, Whack, you was in the shoe, huh?
All right, he knows what I'm saying. And just when I say made it, what I mean by that is simply not in that situation anymore. You know what I'm saying? Um, and because that's just powerful, bro. I don't give a damn who you are. When you're in that situation, you don't feel like much. Sorry, Whack. You know what
We
I'm
good.
saying?
We
You don't.
good.
Yeah, you
Nah,
don't.
I feel what you said,
You know.
but you gotta remember, I was somebody that I've been in the hole so many times. Like I was the hole for me was counseling. Like sit down and think about what you did wrong.
Right. I mean, but still though, if that's only because your mind was as small as prison in that moment. Does that make sense?
Yeah, because that was my teachings. I came in at 18.
Right, that's what I mean. But like if you had the brain you had now and you were back in that situation, right?
I would be a boss.
What I mean is you you would feel I know I would feel in that moment very insecure. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. That's just my opinion. When it comes to like living the life that you live now and the people in your life and loved ones and freedom and driving and all that kind of shit.
I love my freedom, man. And I promise you, I'm the type of nigga that enjoys the small moments in life.
Period.
Whether it's somebody, I'm going to the neighborhood store and somebody be like, "Hey, ain't you the guy from the show?" I just told my boyfriend. I just told my boyfriend I seen you. He said it wasn't you. I knew it was you. Just the little moments like that
But
in
bro,
my neighborhood.
and
I don't
like,
think I'm gonna live in my neighborhood forever. There are people that do, but that and will. But
yeah,
I take each moment in.
What did Young Dre D say? He said, my black ass is still living in the heights. You know what I mean?
We're living in the heights.
You know,
The heights.
you know what I'm saying? And I mean,
Luckily for me, I was one of them people that thought something was wrong with somebody that said, "Man, in the hood is all I know. I ain't never left the block." Like I always felt it was something wrong with homies like that. Like that was sad. So, but fortunately for me, I was able to network with homies in other states to see how small this country is.
right,
The greatest thing I did was outside of my kids was becoming a truck driver, getting my Class A, and then going over the road for 12 years. And I think like 11 and a half years before I broke my back. But
I forgot about that.
that's because just to see this country, bro, and to realize that, yeah, there's differences. There's cultural differences. There's lifestyle differences and all that. But we all one and the same, bro.
That's
We
what I
are
say.
literally.
I was wondering at what point in time you realize it's all the same. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean?
Are you speaking all truck drivers are the same, or are you talking about all
No,
humans?
I'm talking about the human race, bro.
Yeah, okay.
You know, and no
That
matter,
we're like, put it like this, bro. Like, you know how and you've been down south, Dirt. You know when you went on your little escapade, right?
Well,
And this is the thing, right? So you always hear that what is that the old adage about Southern hospitality and
yeah.
all that, which it
it's
is
real.
true, right?
Yeah, it's real.
Hey, Wack, I promise you, I was in a cell with Void from Northside Gangsta Crip Stockton
Yeah, yeah,
in the hole, and he was telling me about what it was like going down south. I had never been.
man.
That was in '06, and
Yeah,
then fast forward 2016, I go on the run,
Tell me
yeah.
about Atlanta.
and that's how I trust me.
Man,
I hit Florida, then
hey,
Atlanta, and
Atlanta,
I
man.
got to experience
hey,
that
you
shit.
ain't been to a strip club if you ain't been to an Atlanta strip club. I tell you that.
Promise you. I promise. Hey, I'm from in North Carolina. We used to go see Braves games all the time in Atlanta.
Oh, hey,
You know?
North Kakalaki. I love driving through.
Yeah.
I love driving through the
Y'all,
strip
do
club.
y'all want some cookies or something? Cause I ain't been to no damn strip club in Atlanta, even though I lived out there.
Man, what the hell is wrong with you, Dirt?
I got a story about a strip club in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Just saying, y'all want cookies?
Hey, before you start your story, bro, let me just say this about Charlotte. Charlotte is like the most nice looking place, but the foulest gangster motherfuckers there is down south.
Let me tell you what happened in Charlotte. So we go to Greenville. We go to Greenville and we're bar hopping, and then we make our way to Charlotte, and it was
Wait. You went from Greenville all the way to Charlotte?
Uh-huh.
Greenville, Pitt County, where I was just on 60 days.
Greenville, South Carolina.
Oh, South Carolina. Okay.
But remember where I'm from. It's only like 45 minutes to Greenville, and it's
I know
only
we was just talking about
2 hours.
Charlotte. We were just talking about Charlotte. You jumped down the south.
Listen, it's only 40 minutes to Greenville where I'm from, and then about 2 hours to Charlotte. And so we ended up in this place called Club Money, okay. And it was an all black strip club or whatever, but it don't matter. Everybody was nice. Everybody was hospitable, not hospitable. Everybody was nice. They didn't ignore us at the bar and all that kind of shit. Well, that one problem song, the Like What song,
Mm-hmm.
that like what starts playing, and of course I know it, right? And then I turn around, and I swear to God, there's a whole crowd of dudes all flamed out, dancing in unison to that song.
Oh,
like they had like the whole routine planned, like, and they were all flamed out, right? So obviously They were red of some sort. And I remember turning around and seeing them, and I'm like, where the fuck am I?
Yeah, bro. So they was blood walking in unison.
Dude, I'm telling you, like it was like it was yeah, like how you term like a very militant kind of strategic kind of thing in their dancing, but like in
I'm
the
from
unison.
hey, listen, I'm from Northern California. We don't blood walk.
It's one.
But
I
Southern
don't know.
California,
I don't know if they were
Southern
walking.
California, they blood walk. They got it. But from up north, it never like the trend never made it up north. Like
I don't
I've
know if they
never
were
seen
walking, but I know they
somebody
were
from
dancing.
Sacramento blood walk.
I don't know if they were walking, but I know they were dancing in unison. And I turn around and I see this shit, and then one of them is just like staring me the fuck down, right? And, I'm like, and you know, of course, the people I'm with are like all shook and shit, but I didn't care because I knew every word of the song, so I just kept singing the song with everybody. You know what I'm saying? And I just kept singing the song with everybody, and you know, I just did. And then I was like, all right, y'all, we got to go. And then we left. But I remember, I'll never forget that. They were all flamed out, dancing in unison. It was probably like 25 dudes. It's like, these motherfuckers is crazy.
And you was where?
Charlotte.
I remember when I was in Atlanta and the song came on, a popular song. And you know how the club gets hyped?
Mm-hmm.
Well, the club got hyped and all dudes ran to the floor. And they had their phones up, like talking to their phone like they was live dancing with each other. It was like all dudes hit the floor. I'm like, something's wrong here. There's women, there's beautiful women over there in the seats and shit. And all the niggas hit the floor, the dance floor with their phones and shit, gathering around looking crazy. Like I that was one thing about Atlanta I never forgot it.
I'll say one thing about like East Coast and not like the crew East Coast out west, but like the actual East Coast and like a lot of the places that are like obscure like that, like their gangbanging is like almost like cultish. Does that make sense?
It's like what?
Kind of cult-ish. Like they get real deep on it.
They get deeper than we get.
You know what I'm trying to say? Like it's like almost like a
yeah,
like,
no.
I don't know how to describe it.
They easily get deeper. Like for example, like when we shake hands out here, it'll be bam, and then we lock B's, and that's it. Slap, bait, B's gone. Out there, they got some slap, 5, do that, bat. Like we don't do all that shit out here. That's like too much into
like ritualistic, right? It's kind of strange to me.
Yeah, and then you talk with them, the stuff that they study. Like we grew up natural bloods. Like out there, you
were just born that way.
You gotta be groomed or taught like damn near to be a soldier. Like literally, I don't know. I don't know. It was different. It felt different. Hey, and when they asked me if I was 5, I'm like, what the fuck is a 5? Right. Like I didn't know, and I've been a blood all my life, but it's different. It's different.
Yeah, I mean, like, don't get it twisted though. I know y'all. It gets complicated everywhere when it comes to
It's guaranteed that we will find common ground. Like I'm not gonna sit here and act like because they bloods and I'm a blood, like we would be two different entities. Somehow, some way, we will find common ground as me being a blood and being from the motherland.
I was gonna say
them being bloods and wanting to be better bloods.
Is that an urban legend, or is it true that you kind of automatically get a level of respect more just from being from California?
To be honest, yes, you do have a level. You have a level of respect coming from California, but you also got a code of conduct to uphold the standards of people from California.
And they're going to hold you to it, right?
View us, huh?
Because they're going to hold you to that, right?
Because and the main thing, some things you can't get around. Like they think, Snoop Dogg, like Dr. Dre. Like I'm from Northern California. Too Short? No, I don't know Too Short. I'm from Sacramento. Like there's certain stuff like that. But to them, California is a far, far away place. And they hear stuff that they heard from their grandparents, like we're gonna have an earthquake and fall into the ocean.
Break off the whole.
Oh yeah, they believe that shit. In the East, they believe that shit. Yes. Shout out Homeless in America and West Adams 5 TV.
Another
Homeless.
thing I'll add that might be a little different that you don't. I guess you don't really see it as much in California, but man, people is really, really, really poor in a lot of these places. You know what I'm saying? Like Atlanta and stuff like that. They're not. You know what I'm saying? There's also much more of a level of debt. Like in my opinion, a lot of violence and crime and all that stuff. It really stems from desperation. If you know what I mean.
Man, look at here. That shit is coast to coast.
But what I mean is you admit it. It was a little heavier in Atlanta.
It was because, but here's the thing: I was at homeless in Atlanta, making it look normal. So I can't fault them for what they didn't know. I knew park at my spot, my square at this Walmart, wake up in the morning, go to Planet Fitness, work out, shit, shave, and bathe, and go do something normal.
Have you ever seen a group of people in California get together to throw in $127 for a music video?
Wait, say that again?
How much money did they have for that music video that they all threw in together in Atlanta?
Which one?
You remember?
No, which video?
Whenever you went to Atlanta and you were dudes, they were making a music video.
Hey man, hey Ian, you got a good fucking memory.
You know what I'm saying? I remember that.
You literally watched me grow up on fucking YouTube.
You told me that story.
My point exactly. So my point exactly. Like, man, you know stuff about me that you got to give me a lot more than just I was at a video shoot in Atlanta.
That was deep, though, bro. That was profound, man. And that's what, and I can understand why that made you feel nervous.
What did I do? Tell me about it. Shit.
It's something like you had like 2 ounces of herb on you, right? And they were looking at you crazy. You know what I'm saying? And it made you nervous because you realized just how.
Oh, you talking about when a dude? You talking about when a dude was about to rob me for the bricks of syrup?
Yeah, or whatever it was. I remember it was
the dudes from Warner Robins.
Yeah, you realize just how poor they were.
Yeah, I remember I walked up on them. I'm thinking like, you know, it's a video. I'm trying to sell these motherfuckers and these some kids. But I didn't realize it at first. I walk up on them like, what's up, man? Y'all trying to get some bricks for the video shoot or something and to look official? Because what I seen is them niggas was flashing like $45 in cash, and their group name was Drastic Cash or Drastically Have something like that, and they flashing $40-something.
Realize that they all threw in to make that.
Right. So then when I come and I come with these bricks of these syrups, I didn't realize not only did I have one, I had 2. I didn't realize I overshot the runway, and immediately I seen a dude say where he from, because I told him I'm from Del Paso Heights, California. And he was asking his partners, them Bloods and them Clips, because I seen the plate. So when I went back to my car, them motherfuckers walked up to the car. I grabbed a big ass kitchen knife and held it behind the door. And they walked up on me like, "Oh, gee, let me see them bricks. Let me see them bricks, though." I said, "Man, live your life, live your life." Because I promise you, if you come closer, I was finna jug up Junior and his partner. Like I was finna go down for killing 2 kids that didn't know no better.
You know what I'm saying?
That was Stockbridge, Georgia.
Okay, I thought it was Atlanta, but yeah, it was Georgia. It was it was.
No. But Stockbridge is like exits outside of Atlanta. You got Atlanta City, like the city, Zone 6, but then you got outside Atlanta, like Riverdale, College Park, Riverdale. Fayetteville,
people being super hard,
Madonna,
but extremely, extremely poor people are also pretty threatening. If you know what I'm trying to say, it's rough, bro. I mean, I just
see homeless in America. You welcome to come on too, but like homeless in America, I was homeless in America, and that's why I fuck with you. I was homeless in America. Like people like Ian been around since like When I first started my channel, yes, I was homeless. But that's
One fish, two
how I
fish,
know all these channels in all these places because I was
red fish,
homeless in
blue
America.
fish.
Red fish, blue fish.
2023 party out of. Ooh,
Brother, can you
my
buy that?
swine is smelling fine. How you doing today, brothers?
Brother, can you buy that?
Right.
25,000 plus
How you doing
35.
today, brothers? All right, all right.
35,000 plus 35,000 plus one.
We got the
Can you
MC.
buy that?
We got the master ceremonies in the house.
What's happening? What's happening, yo? Y'all good out there, man? Salute to y'all. Salute.
Salute, y'all.
All right, let's see. Hey, Ian, let's see how long you've been around. Let's do some Benji trivia. What was Benji's name before it was Benji?
I don't know, bro. Sorry, bro. I just remember a lot of profound things you said to me, Dirty Weather. I won't forget that shit.
Hey, Benji,
Sir.
the next question I would have had to answer then. When you first came around, your thing was, let me suck them titties, baby. Ooh, I
Let me
promise.
suck them titties, baby. Ooh, let me suck them titties, baby.
And every time you did that, we used to be weak. Every time. That was worth the live itself.
Hey, you know that's R. Kelly, my nigga.
Whoa.
Yeah, he's singing all right. R. Kelly's singing all right.
Hey, man, free R. Kelly, man. They want to free the murderers, free him too.
Hey, all I gotta say about R. Kelly is he was in the industry surrounded by people like himself. So I don't know what he did to
Ding, 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 ding.
be
Hey, do y'all know what this is on this thing on the screen? I don't know.
No. Did you hear what the guy said though, bro? That's the really shit. See, look,
yeah, he
no
was
one ever, ain't no
surrounded
one
by
ever
people
said
like
that. Niggas forgot he's around hell other niggas doing the same shit he's doing.
So why did they focus on him? Who did he make
That
mad?
part.
You know what I'm
That
saying? That's
part.
all I got to say about R. Kelly. Now, does he deserve to be where he is? Yes. Now, but the reality is why him and him alone? Why was he the sacrificial?
That part.
So
You know
you
what I'm
saying
saying? Like,
some of his partners was getting some of that young
he
shit
was
too.
completely surrounded
What?
in that industry, bro.
They so happy that R. Kelly didn't snitch on them.
Oh my God.
Shit, fuck R. Kelly. What's the dude with the island?
Yeah, but he's a rich white man. Who cares? Look at
Actually
look at
murdered. R.
look at
Kelly wasn't murdered though.
right. And look at
You know what I'm saying?
what's his name? The Playboy dude, the play Hugh Hefner.
Yeah.
Every one of them bitches, his new bitches every year, every couple of years, they were little 17, 18-year-old bitches, little blonde bitches.
Bro, it goes so much deeper than that, bro. I don't even want.
You know what I'm saying? Hugh Hefner kept young. Y'all think them bitches is all nigga? Hugh Hefner had young bitches, young, not 20s,
Okay,
young.
I got you. It was a man, not Larry King Live, but a man named Lawrence King. He was the fastest rising Republican, a black man. He was the fastest rising Republican of the entire Republican Party during the entire 1980s. Okay, this man was accused of. I mean, like he had like 147 children come forward. You know what I'm saying? And
Fuck.
and the one and like only 3 kids actually took it all the way to trial. It's called the conspiracy of silence, or it's called the Franklin cover up. But 3 kids actually took it to trial. One of them was a girl. She didn't recant her statement, and they gave her a perjury charge, and they gave her 27 years, and she did more time.
Wait. Hold on. Let's go
She
back.
did more time in
Wait.
solitary confinement than any woman in the entire history of
Wait. Let's
Nebraska
go back. I'm getting
for
lost.
perjury. And this man, Lawrence King, did 2 years.
What? Wait. Go back. I'm
And he
saying,
stole $40 million.
nigga, did you say that he had 146 kids?
Come forward, yes.
As he did something to him?
Yes. He was the
I'm
fastest
telling
rising star of the entire Republican Party during the entire 1980s. And he did 2 years, but the one person who didn't recant their statement saying that he abused them got 27 years for perjury. Now, if that don't make an example out of somebody, bruh, What I'm trying to say is it goes real deep. I ain't even trying to go into all that. They're all pedophiles, all of them. Politicians, all of them are. They're pieces of shit, every single one of them. You know why? And I'll tell you why. I don't care if you're Warren Buffett. Listen, I don't care if you're Warren Buffett. I don't care if you're Bill Gates. I don't care if you have all the money in the fucking world. When you look at a kid, that kid is fucking loaded compared to you because he has time that you cannot buy. And when those people want something and they can't attain it, they hate it. You know what I'm saying? And it makes them feel powerful to take that from somebody. Does that make sense? And so, you know what I'm saying? That's where that hatred, anytime that like rape, girl, all that shit has nothing to do with that. It's hatred. That's what it all stems from. And what hatred means is this world's not big enough for you and me. You know what I'm saying? And real, true hatred. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, that's the reason why these people hate, you know, and I ain't get into all that. I don't want to get into that, but it's true. All that shit's real. All that shit's real.
Hey, on that aspect, I'm about to end this live.
Thank you, because I ain't trying to go deeper than that. I love all y'all.
Benji.
But that's
why.
Yo. All right, man, I was just letting you know, blood. I'm about to end this live.
For sure, but you 100.
You have a good one.
Shalom.
Love all y'all.
All right, man. All right, Ian. Go on.